The Tale of the Lincoln Imp, a poem by H.J. Kesson, 1904. The devil was in a good humour one day, and let out his sprightly young demons to play. One dived in the sea, and was not at all wet. One jumped in a furnace, no scorch did he get. One rode on a rainbow, one delved in the dirt. One handled fork lightning, and not got any hurt. One strode on the wind as he would on a steed, and thus to old Lincoln was carried with speed, where aldermen heard him conceitedly say, "There'll be, ere I leave it, the devil to pay." And now, says the imp, take me into the church. His lordship of Lincoln I'll knock off his perch. I'll blow up the chapter and I'll blow up the dean. The cannons I'll cannon right over the screen. I'll blow up the singers, bass, tenor and boy, and the blower himself shall be a blowing in joy. The organist too shall right speedily find that I'll go one better in raising the wind. I'll blow out the windows and blow out the lights, tear vestments to tatters, put ritual to rights, and e'en the Lord poor verger who comes in my road will find vulgar imp, he may likewise be blowed. Now the wind has his faults, but you'll soon on the whole, if somewhat uncouth, he's an orthodox soul. He wouldn't blow hard on a monarch, I ween, nor ruffle the robes of a bishop or dean. And if for dissenters he cares not the least, you won't catch him blowing up deacon or priest. The man in the street he may rudely unrig, but when he snatches not judge's nor barrister's wig, when he enters the church, as the musical know, 'tis only to make the sweet organ pipes blow, and toot on the choir or the swell of the great, and hence at the imp he was justly irate. So in sorrowful anger he said to the elf, "No, here I shall stop, you may go by yourself." The impudent elf in derision replied, "Such half-hearted folks are much better outside. To force you to enter I cannot but see. Till I finish my fun you must wait here for me." Then he entered the porch in an impious way, declaring the nave should be spelt with a K. He roamed through each transept, he strolled in each aisle, then through into the choir he would romp for a while. As he passed neath the rood no obeisance he made, no reverence at all to the altar he paid. He thumbed all the canons and choristers' books, and cast on the saints his most insolent looks. The chalice and patens were safe in a box, but he was stopped in the act of unpicking the locks. He hacked at the lectern and chopped at the stalls, the tapestries tore from their sanctified walls. Incensed against incense, the thuribles he demolished, the candlesticks broke on his knee. Then seeing some angels he cried, "Pretty things, a sackful of feathers I'll pluck from your wings, to make me a couch when I'm tired of this joke." Ah, soon he was sorry that rudely he spoke. For the tiniest angel with amethyst eyes and hair spun like gold for the altar did rise, pronouncing these words in a dignified tone, "O impious imp, be ye turned to stone." So he was, and you'll see, when to Lincoln you stray, and the wind has been waiting outside till this day. You can't see the wind, but no matter for that. Believe or he'll rob you of cloak or of hat. The moral. This moral I'll trust you'll deduce from my lay. If ever you're minded the mischief to play, be sure that you're able the needful to find, in other words certain of raising the wind. And then when you're bent upon going the pace, don't count on the wind, or I pity your case. There are bikes at your service and motors galore, steam, gas and electric machines by the score. Again, if for the skittish amusement you search, don't meddle, I pray, with the affairs of the church. The puppets of politics all will admit a legitimate sport for an exuberant wit. But if you ever a trick on the clergy you play, you'll speedily find there's the dickens to pay. To angels when met be extremely polite. Attentions too forward they'll keenly requite. Don't ruffle their feathers, just let them alone, else if you're converted 'twill be turned to stone. Don't chum with low people, unruly and bold, and be left when they've done with you out in the cold. Don't be far too clever, but seek to be good, and when you're at Lincoln, behave as you should. Step into the minster, the imp to behold, who points to the truth of the tale that I've told. So visit old Lincoln, a city most rare, and of course take a ticket and pay the due fare. If you've enjoyed this video and the antics of the Lincoln Imp, you may also want to check out my version of the legend, which also includes their antics in Chesterfield and Grimsby. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.